Hey guys, I wanted to show you how I expose my shots properly with my Sony cameras using SLOG3. And I actually want to give you a free LUT to use to help you on your shoots as well to do the same. By now, you've probably heard this already 1,000 times before that you're supposed to overexpose your shots by 2 f-stops when using SLOG3. We do this because we want to get the cleanest possible image out of our Sony cameras. And in practice, what that means is that our SLOG3 image should be brighter than that same image when it's in Rec 709. So I made a LUT that not only does the color space transform from SLOG3 to Rec 709, but brings down the brightness of the image 2 f-stops as well. And you can find a download link that's 100% free in the description box below. Before we get to talking about how to use the LUT, some of you may be wondering what the heck even is an f-stop and what a full f-stop is for that matter. So I want to quickly explain it. It's the measure of how much light is passed through the lens to the sensor. One full f-stop goes from f2.8 to f4 to f5.6 to f8 to f11 to f16 to f22. Even though the number f4 is not double f2.8, the area of the hole in the lens actually doubles. It's like a window. If you double the size of the window, you get double the light. The idea is that as you're opening or closing the aperture of the light that passed through the lens either halves or doubles, depending on if you are opening or closing your aperture. Now I'd like to show you exactly how it works. So take your Sony Consumer line camera, like the a7S III, the a7 IV or 5, or the a6700. I'm using my Sony a7C II for this. To import the LUT onto your camera, you first have to place it into your SD card. So connect your SD card to your computer and place the LUT to the specific folder. Private Sony Pro LUT. To import it onto your camera, just go to the menu, go to the Exposure and Color tab, and then go to the Color and Tone tab, and then go to Manage User LUTs. And import it there to whichever slot that you want it in. I already have it there. Now that you have the LUT in your camera, look at the image here. And when you toggle on the LUT, see how much darker it becomes. When we're looking at the image with this LUT on, we will just naturally expose it properly. When you're overexposing your image by 2 f-stops, you have to make sure that the image that's getting recorded into the camera is not actually getting blown out. So the way to do this is to toggle your LUT on and off. And when you're viewing that SLOG3 shot, just make sure it's not getting blown out. I've set my zebras to 95%, so that way I'll always know if the image is getting blown out or not. What I actually did is that I assigned this custom one button to toggle the LUT on and off. And this way, when I'm on shoot, I can very quickly just press it and check out my shot if it's getting blown out or not, turn it back on, and I'm ready to rock. To set your custom buttons, just go to the menu and go all the way to Setup at the bottom here. Then go to Operation Customize and look for the video camera icon and custom key dial set. Go there. And here you can just assign whichever button to do whatever you want. I have assigned this C1 button to be the display LUT switch. And you can do the same. Hopefully this LUT will help you get some clean, awesome shots on your shoots. And let me know if this LUT has been helpful or if you have some other feedback you want to give me in the comments about it. You can of course use this LUT also when you're editing, but I advise you to color grade your footage because this LUT is meant to be a monitoring LUT. Let's move on and talk about how to do the same thing with your Sony Cinema line cameras, such as the FX2, 3, 6, and so on. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the exposure index. So what you have to do is you have to set your camera to record in the base ISO settings. So don't use the flexible ISO when choosing your SLOG3 settings. What you need to do is you need to select the SLOG3 LUT from your LUTs and turn that on. So now essentially when you toggle your LUT on and off, nothing changes. But then you start wheeling the exposure index 2 f-stops down from ISO 800 all the way down to 200. So 2 f-stops, 800 to 400, then 400 to 200. And now you're viewing an image that is a lot darker, and this is the image that you need to expose now correctly. Now you're also outputting from your HDMI or SDI signals this LUT, or the image with this LUT. So now on your monitor, you just turn on a basic SLOG3 to Rec 709 LUT, and this is basically gonna help you to expose your shot properly and get the cleanest image possible with your Sony Cinema line cameras. And this is what I do. So here we're looking at now the image without trying to expose it properly after we've turned the SLOG3 LUT on and we've dialed the exposure index down to ISO 200 from 800. So now we should expose it properly. And I'm just going to use the ND to do that. And you can check the waveforms. And right around here is where it would be exposed now properly. Actually, we can open it up a little bit more. So that's looking like a good, well exposed shot at the moment. And now, if we toggle the LUT on and off, see how much brighter it is, but still nothing's getting blown out yet. And that's about it. That's today's video. Thanks for watching, and God bless.